Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today we are bringing you another Breath of the Wild any percent tournament match. It is a loser's bracket round 3, so it's going to be a best of 3 games. So one person will be going on, the other person will be going home. I am joined today by Pikastoff and Torp on commentary. How you doing today, guys?
Hello all.
Ready to watch this?
Yeah, it should be a hype match. I think they both got knocked out by 2 very good competitors. And I am going to release them. So we should be starting very soon, and I will let the 2 of you who know about this game continue on while I hide.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, so I guess it should be starting very, very soon. But yeah, just as what's be said like right now, this is going to be a best of 3 round. So this means that there'll be whoever wins 2 rounds, two parts of the round will win.
So now 2 or 3 matches.
So yeah, basically, if one person wins back to back, there won't be a need for a third match. But if it's like one person wins one, and then second time it's the other runner, then we'll need a third one. So we'll see what happens.
I think we're having a little issues getting the countdown started.
Sorry about this. Apparently Jokebuster wants to race as well. So,
Nice.
So I'm trying to figure this out.
Epic SRL.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, we're off. Good luck.
Good luck to both Jimbo and Kiesernation.
Good luck, guys.
Okay, so while they're starting the run, I think it might be the opportunity to maybe talk a bit about the background of the runners, because Kiesernation has been a runner since quite a while. I don't know exactly when he joined the Breath of the Wild community, but he's been there for I think a good year at least. So he's a pretty veteran runner, but he's been having but I haven't seen him in long, so I think he's been having a bit of a break, but he came back for the tournament. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, that's interesting to see. And meanwhile, Jimbo, he's a more recent member of the community, but he's very dedicated, and he's been doing lots and lots of runs. So I think this is definitely going to be interesting in that sense. So let's see what happens. What do you think?
Yeah, it's tough to say. Yeah, Jimbo's a newer runner, but he's definitely been on that grind. I feel like I see a new PB from him every 2 weeks.
Basically, yeah.
Both runners opting for the French language, saving that 1 frame over German.
French for the win!
That's how you know they're serious.
Elle te montrera la voie après ton long sommeil.
Okay, so what we're about to see first off is the Shrine of Resurrection clip, which is gonna be done using what we call a scope clip. So what they're gonna do is and they're gonna use the zooming in with the scope and putting it at a certain angle as well as the camera, so that they will actually clip out of the wall. It's quite a specific angle, so it can be sometimes a bit hard, but luckily we've got visual cues. We saw Kiesernation actually got it very quickly, so that's nice. Although Jimbo is having a bit of trouble.
It is pretty precise, so it's not always easy to get right away. But there, he got it too. So both runners out of the Shrine of Resurrection now. Jimbo just needs to clip back and bounce. It's pretty cool that you are able to do that clip. Like, you have no weapons or anything right now, but you still have a way to clip out of the Shrine of Resurrection.
Yeah, that's really an awesome thing to think about. And plus, it's really amazing to think back about how the route used to look like before that clip was discovered. Because it's not just about exiting from an area which is more favorable for then getting to the shrine. It's also about skipping the cutscenes that you have at the beginning of the game, which says at least a good, I think, 2 minutes right from the get-go, just this clip. So in itself, this is really good.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Kieser didn't get any safety food, right? I saw Jimbo picked up a couple mushrooms. I didn't notice it. Kieser did.
Indeed, he did not pick mushrooms. Maybe he picked up chilies, maybe, but I don't think I see him do it. The reason why this is important to consider is that what they're about to do can be quite risky if they get because they're currently in the snow, and this is a cold area where basically they get hurt every 10 seconds, and if they get hit by the Bokos, then this will leave them at just half a heart and basically kill them immediately. But luckily, it looks like Kiesernation was good.
Should be in it here. Yep, he's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like Jimbo. Oh,
that's unlucky. Yeah, sometimes those Bokos can be not very nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, their behavior is mostly RNG. There are ways to manipulate it, like for whatever reason, putting the camera above Link might give a bit more chances on your side for them to behave well. But it's still a bit risky, this whole part. But now it looks like he's past it, so it's fine.
Yeah, it should be fine from here.
Because luckily you respawn when you die. You respawn with 3 hearts, so it's more than enough to make it to the shrine then. So Kiesernation is getting his first rune, which is the stasis rune. So it looks like things are pretty smooth for him.
Jimbo about to do the clip here. Kieser, of course, already did this. Looks like it's taking him a couple tries here.
He might have set his angle wrong when doing the skew. Oh, there we go, got it. Because yeah, basically you want him to kind of snap in, like inside the wall during that skew. That happens right there when he removes his shield.
I don't know if you saw, but Kieser was very close to slipping off there. I think he was gonna go for the jump and then got.
Yeah, that can be quite scary because if you fall down from there with half a heart, you're dead and you have to restart the shrine all over again.
Yeah. If you do have extra hearts, if you're at like 1.5 heart or whatever, you'll respawn next to the boulder, so it's not too bad. But especially if you don't have any extra food or anything to munch on the way to your death. Yeah, you're going all the way. But he opted to be safe and just hit the boulder, which I respect for sure. Fairly slow.
Be safe for the race. Let's see if Jimbo will go for the jump. He is.
And he made it.
So you saw how like Link was barely reaching the ledge, like with 1 foot, and he had to like kind of climb back up. So if you miss it, yeah, that's pretty bad. Meanwhile, Kiesernation is going through some menuing with the old man. So that's nothing too complex. It's just menuing optimization. But now he's gonna get to the first bullet time bounce. So before that, he needs to do a boulder launch by stasis charging the boulder, then placing himself on a position. There we go, as we can see, so it can then land onto the ledge, and he's gonna go to the bullet time bounce. That's gonna be interesting.
And I think, yeah, that should be fine. Oh,
Yes,
actually, he's
that's
gonna. No, never mind. He's fine. He's fine.
It looks good. It looks good.
I thought he was short for a second, but I think he just does a different camera angle than I'm used to.
So yeah, bullet time bounces are really amazing in Breath of the Wild because ever since they've been discovered, they really have allowed for so much like improved potential in every single category. And basically, what happens, like very basically, is that during the bullet time, when the bullet time is activated, almost everything slows down. But there are some things that are not, which, as you may notice, is like, for instance, like when Link bounces, that isn't really slowed down. So when the game accelerates back to normal time, everything accelerates again, and that accelerates the speed 19 times, if I'm not mistaken. And so that's why then he goes at crazy speeds like that, and oh, Jimbo is taking on some snowballs.
I don't think he's gonna make it here. Yeah, he's saving and gonna take the death.
Yeah, he's waiting to die right now. Oh, rip.
It's unfortunate, but he did take some damage from his BTB and was a bit short of the cryo shrine.
Kiesernation, meanwhile, tried to do a cryo jump by jumping on the cryo block with his shield and using the momentum to get an acceleration up to the ledge, but he unfortunately failed it, so he's just completing the shrine casually. It's not a massive time loss, so it's fine. And am I the only one who's buffering on Kiesernation, or...?
I think it looks okay to me.
Okay, so I'm buffering.
I've been kind of going back and forth, though. Oh, is Jimbo going for the ES?
He is. He absolutely
like
is
that.
going for ESC. Nice. He's having a bit of trouble, but okay, looks like he's gonna go for.
One. Yeah.
Okay, that was an interesting try, though.
Yeah, for sure.
It would have been nice if you managed to get it.
Kieser attempting the BTB to Magnesis, and it looks like he was a little bit late there. Oh, I actually haven't seen this strat before. Instead of doing the BTB, it looks like he's going to do some tree launches to get to the Magnesis.
Oh yeah, this is what Kiesernation is doing is, or it looks like he was about to do, but then he's reloading to probably retry the BTB. It was an old route that we used to do, like after shield clips were discovered, but before BTBs were discovered, because we had already rearranged the shrine orders to optimize for shield clipping and everything, but we hadn't discovered BTBs yet, so we had to do tree launches back then.
It's pretty cool to know some of those strats, though.
Okay, this BTB looks a bit low, but it's still pretty good. I think might land in the forest if he doesn't want to risk dying because of full damage cancel, but we'll see what happens. Looks like he's going for a bit risky, but that might be worth it. Oh, actually, it's fine. There we go,
Very nice.
he made it. Meanwhile, Jim is done with Cryonis, so they're catching up. It's closing in. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, if he gets a good BTB, like if he got unloaded or something, he'd be pretty close. I feel like we say it a lot, but Breath of the Wild races, it feels like anything can happen. It's very easy for people to catch up or full bomb.
Oh, it looks a bit early. Yeah, he will land in the forest, looks like.
A lot of runners have been going for that, though, because there are some extra arrows you can pick up, which can make later parts of the run, in case you don't get good arrow RNG.
Yes, exactly. So that's now an advantage that Jimbo has, because it means he will have extra arrows compared to Kiesernation. Although that might change depending on arrow RNG in Harrow Castle, but we'll see. For all we know, Kiesernation might get tremendous RNG, and Jimbo not, which could change the tides in that aspect.
Seen it happen. Nice tree launch from Jimbo.
Oh, perfect. Yes, landing right in front of the shrine. Yeah, I'm not sure he got skew from that.
Yeah. It's good that he recognized that. Nice clip.
So you might have seen the warning from the shield saying that it's about to break. And indeed, that's very important to consider, especially on the plateau, because you need to do a bullet time bound to go to Harrow Castle, and if your shield breaks before that happens, you can't do that. Luckily, there are a couple backups, like you can kill I can't talk anymore, and grab one of the Goblin's shields at the camp right after the Magnesis Shrine. But that's really your... I think that's pretty much your only option in terms of backups if your shield breaks earlier at this point. Luckily, if you do everything okay, you shouldn't need to have that happen, because you still have got some margin with the pot lid. And really, worst case scenario, as Vivox is pointing out, you can do the durability glitch, but that's not really easy to do. Yes, credits to Harm, because this is something that he was advising me to do during my race while I was panicking.
Kieser unfortunately missed that BTB, so he's going for another tree launch. More tree launches. Oh, did he get sniped by a bokoblin? I couldn't see very well, but something knocked him off.
Maybe it was. I'm not sure. I didn't really see.
It was before he started to launch, I think.
But sometimes the positioning on the tree, especially this one, can be a bit tricky, where Link will just drop off the tree after it launches, which is quite annoying. Especially considering it means he lost durability on his axe, which might make Castle a bit of trouble, like depending on the route that it takes. I don't know if for which route he'll go for, like which one. Oh, I don't know which one he went for in his previous race.
I'm not sure.
Meanwhile, Jimbo is about to do the BTB. Let's see how that goes. Oh, he missed it too. Unfortunately, that also depends on Boko behavior RNG.
Good old Bokos. Gotta love them.
Yes, Bokos. We absolutely love them all.
So I know Kieser opted to skip the beetle on the tree. I'm not sure if Jimbo's going for it. He is throw sprinting, so I think he's going for it. Yeah.
I've only seen people go for that beetle only since recently, so like I myself wasn't aware of the presence of that beetle until recently, so maybe he's just not. I'm not sure.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I can't remember who told me about it. It might have been Jimbo, actually. Jimbo or Harm or someone. Oh, he actually... haven't seen people go for that clip.
Yeah, it's going for another setup. I remember, like it was a while ago that this clip was thought up, but I've never really seen anyone use it. I used it myself for like a couple of weeks, and then I went back to the old one.
Is the jump and bounds more precise or something? Like I said, I haven't seen this clip until today. So.
Yes, I recall for that particular setup, the angle I think it's a positioning that that is even more precise than on the other setup. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go for the other one.
And he is doing the shield durability preservation trick, just to be safe. That's where you unequip and re-equip your shield right before you hit the ground, and then your shield doesn't take any damage.
Meanwhile, Kiesernation is about to go to Temple of Time to finish the plateau. So we can see that he shot the Guardian with an arrow in order to activate it, which basically allows for to skip the cutscene that would happen if he gets spotted by the Guardian for the first time.
Just gotta search for the beetle now. It looks like it's on the close tree here, so
that's perfect RNG right there.
Do you remember if Jimbo goes for wind bombs? I kind of feel like he does, but I'm not sure if he's been doing it in races. No, it looks like he's gonna.
I don't think Jim will be going for wind bombs. For Kiesernation, I don't know. Like even regarding the castle. So since Kiesernation had a bit of trouble with his launch, he just has to climb the temple with the ladder. We're very lucky there's a ladder conveniently placed here, at least. Okay, I'm just having a bit of trouble with buffering, but that's just on my side, I think. There we go. And Jim is finished with bombs.
So Jimbo is a bit behind, but he has the advantage of he doesn't have to search for a beetle now, so he doesn't have to deal with that RNG. And if he can get the stasis launch, that'll catch him up a little bit. But this is the tricky BTV that Kieser's about to do. So we've seen runners attempt this for several minutes. It could be a good spot to catch up for Jimbo.
Something I'm thinking about right now is, so we've been talking a bit about wind bombs in the past, but one of the wind bombs that people usually don't like to do is the in terms of the ones that have been thought up, is the one that allows to go to the tree directly where you normally grab the beetle. Mm-hmm. The problem with that is that the beetle has a tendency not to load or to take too long to load if that happens. But then I reckon if you went for the beetle that was on the previous tree, even in a just normally that was part of the normal route, maybe you could then do that wind bomb directly if that was fast enough. But then I guess there must have been some timings on that. Kiesernation, meanwhile, is having a bit of trouble with the BTB to castle.
Very nice stasis launch from Jimbo. So they're close to tied now.
Yeah, they're pretty much neck to neck now.
Really just kind of depends on how these BTBs go. Yeah, they're tied now.
Okay, so basically the thing about this BTB is that you want it to go in a specific direction, and you want to have a specific speed, or at least enough speed, and you want to have, very importantly, enough stamina to reach it. And that's why you have, I think it's pretty much frame perfect for the bow pull, the moment you activate the bullet time. Because the problem is that even if you have the right speed and go in the right direction, that oh, looks like they got the BTB at the same time.
Beautiful.
They look pretty good to me.
Yeah, they both have 2 good BTBs. So this should go all the way to the banana. Good old banana.
Banana RNG. But yeah, you may have seen that both of them didn't consume much stamina before doing the time, and that's because they need that stamina to reach the castle to the first place, because being on paraglider consumes stamina. So now, when they're gonna reach castle, they're gonna need to break some crates, to pick up hopefully some bananas, which I believe have a 50% chance of spawning when you break the crate. Officially speaking, but then again, sometimes it won't spawn even with 7 tries, so you never know. So probably what they're gonna do is they're gonna save right before.
Ooh. Jimbo's arrow RNG? I think he got 20 there. He got 10 ice arrows, and I think he got 2 bundle of 5.
Yeah, I just saw like right as you were saying. That's amazing.
Wow.
RNG he got for the arrows.
Plus he has the 5 from earlier too. He only got 5 in the forest instead of 10, but yeah, that's very good RNG.
Unfortunately, Kiesernation did not have good RNG with banana and has to reload, but Jimbo did. So it puts Jimbo ahead now.
Very nice.
Oh, look, that's quite unfortunate for Kiesernation right now.
That was
Hopefully it
his
won't take too many
second
tries.
try.
Yes, that was second try so far. Plus, the second advantage that Jim has, besides the bananas, is also his arrow RNG, which is quite superior so far. There's still a few more crates they have to break, but that might also give. But if the RNG stays that way as it is right now, that also gives another advantage to Jim.
Geezer did get double bananas though, so he can skip the mushroom, the attack up shroom if you want.
True.
Save that text box.
Oh, he skipped the third banana, because normally that would be the third banana that replaces it. So I think it's still going to go for the mushroom.
Yeah, seems like it. Alright, Jimbo cooked and got his stone smasher, so he's done with the dining hall.
Okay, meanwhile, okay, the potion is cooked, and he's got the stone smasher. So Kiesernation is not that far behind. But yeah, definitely looks like the both of them are going for library route, which is definitely safer than wind bombs.
Yeah, Jimbo should definitely be fine on arrows. Yeah, really, Kieser not that far behind. If he gets good arrow energy here, then I mean, we could have a close.
Oh, he got 5 bomb arrows. Did Jim get any?
I think Jimbo got 1.
Okay. Let's see what happens then. Okay, so we saw earlier that Kiesernation picked up an extra sword in the guard's chamber, and that's probably as a backup for the box launch that needs to be done to reach the sanctum, because normally you're supposed to use the axe. But since he used up extra durability on the plateau, he might have done that just in case it breaks. But we'll see what happens.
Jimbo kind of coming up a bit short. I think he can climb up this, but it's gonna take a little.
Yeah, then if Kiesernation gets a good one, that's definitely a moment for him to catch up. If he gets a good one.
So close.
Oh, very okay. Yes, so this is actually putting Kiesernation ahead, or at least right about even. Right about even. Oh wait, might be. Oh my!
Heart attack.
This is
They're
just
so close.
at this. Okay, looks like he's bringing up his inventory. They're neck
They're
to
entering
neck.
it like literally like 2 seconds apart.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's what you like to see. So for the most part, it's probably going to come down to who just has better execution during the blights, and good luck during Ganon.
We have to consider that Jim, I think, has generally speaking more arrows, but indeed a single mistake could be enough to change the tide for any of them.
For sure.
Something I have to remind about those fights is that if any of them die, they have to restart all the fights from the beginning. So that basically gives the win to the other person, unless that second person dies too. That is until they Calamity get instead, because after that, if they die somehow, they respawn in the Dark Beast fight. So it's safe after that. But up until Calamity Ganon is dead, is all bets are off. Anything could happen.
Yeah, very scary.
What's even more scary, especially in Calamity, is that if I'm not mistaken, most of Calamity's attacks are one-shot kills. Oh my god, it's literally almost same frame now. What is going on? This is legit like 1 frame apart, I think. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm saying the exact same frame. Like.
I really hope it stays this close, and it comes down to who can shoot Beast Ganon faster.
So that. Oh my. Okay, looks like technically speaking, Kiesernation is slightly ahead, but it depends on how they execute their hits. Indeed, and now Kiesernation is ahead. Because Jim just had a bit, like he missed a couple of hits on Water Blight. But, once again, if Kieser even screws up one attack, that could be the opportunity for Jim to catch up. Because considering how close they are, it's not even a major mistake they need to do, it's just a single mistake that can be like missing an attack. That's how simple it can be right now for someone else to catch up. Or to get even further behind. Okay, so I wonder if Kiesernation is gonna go for, I guess he will, for one cycle.
This is kind of tricky in my opinion. I was using the Stone Smasher.
No, I don't think that was one cycle that he went for. But it's a pretty tricky trick. So don't blame him for that because hitting him can be a bit difficult. Jimbo is buffering for me. Oh, there we go, he's back.
But yeah, indeed, with Thunder Blight, he flew up right away.
It looks like indeed he's going for an old strat because right now you can see on Jimbo what he did was to sort of run at Thunder Blight, then break his shield and then spin him, which basically leaves no chance for the Thunder Blight to attack. But the old strat we used to do was wait for him to rise up in the air and then throw the boomerang at him so he would be stunned, and then launch an arrow at it, headshot it, and then we would start attacking. So it's a pretty old strat, but it works.
Okay, so it's just an old strat.
Technically speaking, Kiesernation is still ahead, so...
Barely, though. Still seconds apart.
Okay, Thunderblight is dead, and so it is for the both of them, so it looks like Jimbo is catching up. Because they had a bit of distance. So now they're pretty much even again. Also, is it me, or was the cutscene for Kiesernation really fast? Like the little animation where you see Link drawing his sword out?
I'm not sure. I noticed during the Water Blight cutscene, I might have been wrong, but it looked like it was faster for one of them, slightly.
Yes.
It might have just based on Water Blight's speed.
So right now it really will come down to who can get the most headshots on Calamity Ganon and who's got the best arrows, and who can dodge the attacks the best, I reckon. And likewise RNG, as Hardware Earth is saying, because... Okay, right now Calamity Ganon is going to the wall for Kiesernation, but that's fine on phase 1, as long as it's got bomb arrows, it's fine. It's on phase 2 that's going to be really scary. But phase 1 so far looks pretty smooth for the both of them. This is actually insane to watch. Okay, Kiesernation went for a parry.
When he does arrows next, but I think he's pretty low on arrows right now, which is why he's going for these parries. I think he only has like 2 or 3 left.
Okay, hopefully he can... Oh, and Jimbo is officially ahead because he's now in phase 2. So that's why the arrow matters. And laser first, so yeah, definitely so far everything's in favor of Jimbo. But that's really crazy to watch. Okay, hopefully RNG will be in favor for Kiesernation. Oh no. Oh no.
That's too bad.
Going to the wall. And now he just has to wait for an attack that he can parry. Which he did.
Nice.
Jimbo, meanwhile, is fully into the stun lock. So it looks like it's going smooth for him. Likewise for Kiesernation. Oh wait, actually, Jimbo failed the stun lock, so this might give an opportunity for Kiesernation to catch up.
Oh, he's going to the wall.
Oh no. Oh, this is... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is actually really unnerving to watch right now. Oh my. Looks like... And Kiesernation is done now with Calamity,
nice.
So... Wow.
I can't believe it was back and forth even in the Ganon fight. That's just how close this race has been.
This is actually unbelievable. Remember, guys, this is best of 3. Am I mistaken? It is best of 3, yeah.
It is best of 3, I believe.
So it means that it's not finished after this race. We still have at least another one.
'Je ne pourrai pas tenir
Oh.
très longtemps. Il te faudra viser les points lumineux.
Those wall
Jimbo
lasers are
is...
so hard to parry.
Je crois en ta victoire, Link.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Kiesernation is going to win that first race, but as we just said, we still have at least a second race to look forward to.
Yeah.
And depending on who wins that second one, that will determine who will pass that round. And Jim just finished Calamity.
She did.
Damn, that was that was so close. It was all unfortunately down to the fact that he failed the stun lock. One mistake, that's all it took. But still, he did manage really well to handle the situation, because that can be really scary to handle Calamity Ganon in second phase, because you can't throw any arrows at him because he's got his armor. So the only thing you can do is parry the attacks, and all the attacks that you have to parry are attacks that basically one shot kill you. So it's definitely stressful. And both Kiesernation at the beginning of this fight and Jimbo towards the end both handled it very well. So GG to the both of them.
This has been a really good first match, though. Even though it looks like Kieser's probably gonna finish up winning this one, they were both neck and neck for so long. Kieser just has one more hit here, and he'll be finishing up.
There we go, Kiesernation is just about to finish. And there we go.
GG's to him.
GG's with a time of 39.18, sub 40. GG. I see Dave asking, imagine a race that is under 5 second difference in the end. Well, if it wasn't for the for what happened in the Calamity Ganon fight with the stun lock, it would probably have been that, honestly. Oh, looks like Jim decided to forfeit the race so that they can directly move on to the second one. Okay, looks like oh wait, looks like Kiesernation already started. Wait, should they have started?
I don't think so. I think we're taking a short break before the next one.
I don't know.
Just looking at the SRL chat. Yeah, seems like we're gonna have about a 5-minute break before the next match starts.
Oh wait, it's not that it started, it's just the credits, and I thought that was the beginning.
Oh, me too, me too.
See, we're not paying attention. Someone remove our role, we're clearly not doing our job well.
Okay, I'm going to open up another race room, go to the countdown screen for probably about 5 minutes, and we should be off then to see who wins the next match. It's either going to be Kiesernation taking it, or we're going to have two more races. So, about 5 more minutes. Thanks.
Ever since
Hello and welcome back. This is ZeldaSpeedRuns, and we are going to be starting another matchup. Let me just switch over to their screens, and I think I'm going to release them again. I am joined by Pikastrof and Torp on commentary, and I already asked you how you're doing, so I guess we'll just be off.
Hello again.
Hello. Yeah, that first race was crazy. Very close, especially towards the end.
Yeah, that whole second half of the run where they were all barely a dozen seconds away at any time from each other, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, they did their BTB to the castle at the same time. They entered Sanctum at the same time.
And
Like through blights and stuff, I think they were all like within a couple seconds of each other for so long.
indeed, that was just insane to watch. To do a little reminder, like I think most people, everyone who's here right now, have watched the first race, but for anyone who has not, to do just a brief reminder, this is a best of 3 round, so it means whoever wins the majority of these two, so 2 matches, wins. This is the second race. The first one was won by Kiesernation. And so if Kiesernation wins that match, that means he wins the round entirely. Wins it, then that means we'll need to go for a third race. So this is going to be interesting.
Réveille-toi. Réveille-toi.
Definitely looking forward to this one. I hope it's as close as the last one, but we'll see. It's Breath of the Wild. Anything can happen. I'm probably going to say that like 10.
Prends cette tablette, Sheikah. Elle te montrera la voie après ton long sommeil.
It all starts out with who gets the better scope clip to get out of the Shrine of Resurrection.
Yes, because it basically requires pretty much a very precise angle, both for Link's positioning and the camera angle. Okay, Kiesernation got a pretty clean
Very
one.
nice.
Let's see about Jimbo. Looks like it's taking a while to set up his angle, but he should be getting it soon. And then Kiesernation crawls under the ground, and then he stands back up to clip back in bounds. He has to have a certain position for this to work, otherwise he'll just stay stuck. So usually you want to use like a certain texture on the ground as a visual cue to clip back in bounds, because otherwise, yeah, it'll just stay stuck. So
Yeah,
that
it doesn't look too difficult, but it is kind of precise. Kieser again skipped food there. I know last time Jimbo got a couple mushrooms.
Link,
Hmm.
I wonder if maybe this time he might go for more, or it looks like he's probably just going to get the mushrooms.
Yeah, because food is definitely okay. I think he only picked up 1 mushroom, Jim. So they're definitely very confident. Oh, 2. My bad then. But thank you for pointing out, Harm. But basically, the first point where they need to be careful regarding food is the point they are at right now, where they don't want to get hit by the bokoblins because they're currently in a cold zone, and in a cold zone, Link loses half a heart every 10 seconds. So if they get hit by bokoblins, they won't be able to make it. So in that case, that's why having extra food is good to be able to kill up before that happens. But looks like Kiesernation was fine. He didn't get hit at all. Let's see what happens for Jim.
He's about to do the clip into stasis too.
Okay, looks like both of them made it well outside of the vocal camp. And now
Yeah, very nice.
Kiesernation is inside stasis.
Yeah, Jimbo made it pretty comfortably as well. So it's definitely good to be practiced in your movement to this shrine. Because even if you lose a couple seconds, you know, you might need that extra safety food.
Yeah, that safety food isn't just useful for the camp. Indeed, it can also be useful like anywhere else in a run, especially for the final fights at the end, where any attack can, like a lot of attacks can one-shot kill you, or at least, or due to one-hit protection, the ones that do not kill you in one hit will leave you at just a quarter of a heart. So having enough food to refill you up fully could mean the difference between life and death. Kiesernation this time around went for the shield jump.
And he got it. Very nice.
I think Jimbo will go for it too.
Yeah, he did last time, if I remember correctly.
He did. It was Kiesernation who decided not to go for it at the last second, last race. Because what's basically happening is that well, after jumping, they use the shield surf mechanic to give a bit of extra distance, and then remove it, then properly land without damaging the shield. And that's very good for jumping extra long distances and to skip having to use stasis on the boulder to remove it. The risk there is, though, is that if they fail it, they fall down the hole. And if they do that, since they're most likely at half a heart, that means they would die and have to restart the shrine. What you can do if that happens is that before Link actually dies, you can try and eat some food so that instead of having to restart the shrine all over because of the game over screen, you just respawn right before the jump. But even then, you definitely want that to happen. So that definitely can be a risky thing. It doesn't happen most of the time, like usually it's a fairly easy trick, but it does happen sometimes for you to just fall off, and sometimes, unfortunately.
Ooh. Geezer was going for the stasis launch on the boulder there. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but something messed up the angle for the launch. So he's going to be climbing it manually, it looks like.
I think what happens is he accidentally hit the boulder a 5th time, because you're only supposed to hit it 4 times as an arrow hit. When he was about to jump. So that allows for Jimbo to catch up on Kiesernation. And now we're going to see our first bullet time bounce. It looks like Kiesernation got a pretty good one.
I like how many spins he does.
Okay, I thought Jimbo was a bit on the right, but actually it's fine. It looks like, yes, it is.
Oh, and that was his D-pad. It looks like, because you saw he pulled up the stasis rune there. But what he was probably trying to do was unequip his shield, and that's just something that's kind of unfortunate, especially if you have a pro controller. It's pretty easy to press the wrong button because of that D-pad sensitivity.
Yeah, sometimes you will accidentally, because normally what you do. To do a fall damage cancel, which you need to do because otherwise, well, obviously Link will die because of the height. Like you need to basically unequip your weapon at the same time as you throw it, pretty much. And the problem is that due to the D-pad sensitivity, he accidentally pressed up instead of the weapon D-pad button for the rune. And so because of that, he failed the full damage cancel. But we can see here he managed to get it this time around. So
Let's go for the ESC again.
Oh,
I thought he was going to get it.
In theory, that's a really fast way to do it, but it's quite tricky to do. Meanwhile, Kiesernation is halfway through the shrine. He's going to do a cryo bounce. So which is to use the momentum of the rising block to get to jump onto the ledge, and he managed to get it quite well.
So Kiezer's just finishing up the Cryona Shrine, and Jimbo's just entering. Kieser's going to have to do another bullet time bounce once he gets out of here. I think most people regard it as probably the second hardest BTB, or at least the second most precise. After the castle BTB. But this one you have to get all the way to the Magnesis Shrine, so you need a lot of distance from this BTB. And that can be kind of tricky to get sometimes.
Okay, looks like you actually got a pretty good angle here.
Yeah, that's solid.
But it's a bit short, but it's still pretty good. Hopefully he'll manage to get... Come on. Oh!
It's kind of hard to land that fall damage cancel when you're that close to the ground.
Yes, because you do need a bit of leeway between Link and the ground itself to perform it, or basically be very, very, very fast. And unfortunately, he was a bit too close to the ground before being able to do it. So that basically puts Jim and Kiesernation neck to neck. And the sound of that makes my blood pump, because considering the last race that was neck to neck likewise, I'm just wondering, oh no, like what's going to happen?
Unfortunately, Kieser did get seen by the bokoblins there, which can definitely mess up the trick a lot. They can give you a funky angle, or you might just not get it at all. So that's unfortunate for him. He's going to reload. Jimbo got the BTB, but he's coming up a bit shorter than the optimal angle. Fortunately, as we talked about before, there are some extra arrows to get in this forest, so I believe he's going to go for at least some of those again. It is kind of interesting, because there are 10 arrows there. I'm not sure if he just doesn't know about the other ones, but at least he's getting 5.
I guess he just didn't want to get the other ones? I don't know. But I think that's always something. Okay, I think he's probably going to land in the forest. Or at least just beyond the forest.
Ooh, a little scary there. But
Ooh.
you landed it with half a heart.
Yeah, that can be quite scary. This whole split has been quite scary so far. Jim got a pretty smooth clip into the shrine. Up. And so is Kiesernation so far. There's a bit of trouble with the elevator clip, and there we go, you got it.
Awesome.
Okay, so despite the issues, they're still pretty close.
Yeah, for sure. What would you say, like 30 seconds? Maybe even less than that?
Probably, yeah, 20 seconds, let's say, something like that. So, this is interesting. I don't know for how long they'll be able to keep that up, but that's interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, Magnesis Shrine, there isn't too much of a challenge in the shrine itself, but afterwards there's a BTB that could set them apart a little.
Yeah, right now they're both in a pretty chill part of the run, but then it's gonna get tricky afterwards.
I know last time Jimbo did.
Harm is being very specific with an estimate of 23 seconds of difference between the two. Kiesernation landed on his shield after doing the shield jump, so that might have affected the durability, but it still looks fine, so it's okay.
I know last run Jimbo did go for the box launch here, so that saves a little bit of time, but it is more tricky. Let's see how it goes for him.
Oh, you got it. Very nice.
Alright. And now the BTB.
There's also the chance of arrows being spawned from the box, which can be nice. And unfortunately, was too late. Pull out the bow. I'll just going for it again.
Got sniped by a Boko on the left.
They're neck to neck again. Someone stop them.
This looks good for Kieser.
Up. Meanwhile, Jimbo is a bit much to the right. But god damn it. They were so close. So that puts an advantage for Kieser, but now that might depend on the clip-in.
Was there another beetle?
Uh,
I saw Jimbo crouch hopping around a little bit. I wasn't sure if he was doing that.
I don't recall there being another beetle in this area, so maybe he just accidentally pressed his stick. Who knows? Oh, can they?
Interesting.
All right. He's having a bit of trouble clipping in. But he got it. Very nice.
Alright.
So the gap is a bit larger now. Oh.
Unfortunately, taking some damage there. Just gotta be a little careful.
Alright, that would be a shame now if he got killed by his own bombs. That would be bad.
I've definitely never done that.
Kiesernation is done with the shrine. Jimbo's going for wind bomb. Oh, he unfortunately didn't manage to get bullet time.
Alright, he's just going for it normally though.
He doesn't. Probably the reason why Jimbo probably didn't go for wind bomb last time is probably because he only had one heart, which would therefore mean he would have died with the attempt. But this time he had two hearts, so as long as he landed in the correct way, he shouldn't die. It's fine.
Hey.
So we see again Kieser shooting the Guardian with an arrow to skip the cutscene when he gets spotted for the first time. And this time around, both of them will need to go to get the beetle from one of those trees.
It's on the close one again for her. Yeah, Kieser had the close one last time too. So that's good RNG for him. Let's see if he can get the launch.
Okay, so we're soon gonna get to the BTB, which is gonna be interesting because this is where they started closing in. Oh, unfortunately. Oh, that was close.
Ooh.
Oh my. He almost died. Luckily, he can still climb back up, but that gives an opportunity for Jimbo to catch up. Oh my, for me, both streams are buffering. That's bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Oh no.
Another thing to keep in mind with Kieser only having half a heart now is if he does land short in Castletown or something, he won't be able to wind bomb or do a slabber back up. He'll have to either climb manually or die or just get a really good BTB.
Okay, Jimbo missed the tree, so it can give a bit more chance for Kiesernation. I think the positioning of the Boko should still be fine because I don't think he produced any noise even while falling down. Like he didn't alert the Boko. I don't think so. But if he did, then this probably could have ruined the positioning. Maybe. If it did, it means he... Oh, did he? So that's what happens then. Oh, that...
Oh.
Oh, it looks like it was too much on the left of the Boko. Okay. So indeed, yeah, indeed. If the Boko heard him, that's probably why. So now they're again neck to neck.
This looks familiar.
So it depends on who can get the BTB first. Deja vu. I've seen this place before.
Okay. It looks like he's got a good one there.
Yes, indeed.
Or I think he's actually kind of low. He does a different camera angle than I do, so it's a little difficult for me to tell. But his stamina was good at least. But not good enough, I guess.
Okay, so now they're again exactly at the same point, so let's be ready for seeing what's going to happen.
Also, I think it's worth saying that it's fortunate that Jimbo did pick up those extra arrows in the forest, because if he hadn't, he would be out of arrows right now. He only has 5 at the moment, and he lost 1 on the tree launch, and I forget where he lost the other one.
Okay, I've got a lot of buffering on my side. That's on my own, so I don't know where Kiesernation is at.
Yeah, he just had to reload again, so still basically neck and neck, temple of time. Just who's gonna get this BTB first?
Oh, unfortunately, as I said, Jimbo. Yeah, it was too late, and he hit the Coco. And so did Kiesernation. Oh my god, this is...
Yeah. This is the hardest BTB, and debatably the hardest trick in the game. At least any percent, so...
This one, the pressure right now is incredible.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that doesn't help. Oh, yeah, I think this one's good.
Yes,
yeah.
I think that one should work. Okay, so it looks like Jimbo is on his way to the castle. Now let's see about Kiesernation. Once again, Banana RNG could determine, because even if Jimbo gets his way first to the castle, if he gets really bad RNG and Kiesernation, like let's say this attempt, he gets a BTB, and he gets first try Banana, that could be the opportunity to go beyond. And yes, he got it. Very nice. Okay, so let's see. Will Banana RNG make things a bit closer?
It almost feels like they're just being polite on the BTB, like waiting for one or the other to get it, and then they get it. They want to keep this race close for us.
Just for heart rate going very, very fast. It's the speed run of our heartbeats. Heart attack percent. Oh, unfortunately, his race it was too low, but luckily he can climb back up from there. Although that's another opportunity for Jimbo to create a wider gap between him and Kiesernation. Also, that depends on bananas, because he will need the bananas to cook the attack potion, which he needs for the fight.
Yeah, Jimbo's had to reload a couple times now.
Like, if he doesn't get the bananas anytime soon, this could be an opportunity for Kiesernation to get them again. Because it looks like right now Jimbo is not having it right now. Oh my, they're neck to neck again. Oh my. I am loving this. Now it depends on what kind of RNG Kiesernation getting. Okay, Jimbo just got the bananas. And so did the Kiesernation, of course. God damn it, again. We just can't predict who's gonna win at this point, it's impossible. Oh my, Kiesernation got spotted.
This could be bad for him, especially since he has half a heart. Oh. I think that's gonna... He doesn't have a save after the bananas. So
no, that means he'll need to get bananas again.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, because the thing that happens with this garden is that it basically goes around like that little watchtower in on a cycle around like that. And what happened was, unfortunately, it was on a bad cycle and he got spotted. And usually what you want to do at this point is to headshot the Guardian, because parrying him is just very hard, like when you're so close. Or somehow try and sprint your way into the dining hall. But then the problem is that this might alert the moblins, which you don't really want. So likewise, that shouldn't really work.
Yeah, I don't think saving is an awful idea in a race, but it's kind of hard to think about that, especially with, you know, the race. And this time Kieser did get the other banana, so I wonder if he's going to be skipping the mushroom this time. Because he did get 2 bananas again. Or I thought he got 2 bananas. I might be wrong. Because he did get the mushroom.
Unfortunately, it's the fault of my internet, but I'm buffering really heavily, so I don't know why Kiesernation... Oh, it's caught up and it looks like it just finished cooking.
Yep, cooking went well. He's grabbing the safety meat as well. Just so he can have full hearts for this.
Yeah, indeed, as you just said, what's good about this food is that it restores full health, since we only have 3 hearts in this run. So yeah.
Yeah, doing the castle usually isn't too bad, but every once in a while something will go wrong. You know, maybe Lizalfos will snipe you or something at the end of the hallway, or, you know, something like...
Hey, despite Kiesernation dying, once again they're still pretty close together, so I'm just holding my breath right now. I'm just like, okay. We never know what can happen. Okay, Kiesernation's RNG isn't the best, but it's workable. Okay, so meanwhile Jimbo is setting up for his box launch, and he's gonna go up to the Sanctum. If he fails it, that could be an opportunity for Kiesernation to catch up, but I think... Okay, his angle... Okay, it's a bit low.
Low again.
Yeah, he's got the tendency for it to be a bit low, so so that gives an opportunity for Kiesernation to catch up if he gets a good one.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he's pressing X to pull out his paraglider a bit late, and that's why that's happening. If I'm remembering correctly.
Or probably he might have jumped at the wrong moment, or maybe his angle wasn't correct. I'm not sure why exactly, but yeah, there's probably a little mistake he might have done. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Harm. Probably the bow pull timing at oh, unfortunately, yeah, Glider, we mean, indeed. That's both of us being bad. See, we're tired. Okay, unfortunately, Kiesernation in a tough spot because failing to reach the top, there's isn't really any fast way to get back up because you don't have enough stamina to reach the top. Unless you can try to like go to the top of the tree and then jump from there without losing too much stamina, which is quite tricky. So it looks like he went for the option of just reloading. Luckily, we've got an autosave at entering the library, so luckily it's not too much time loss. Most of the autosaves are pretty convenient, luckily.
Yeah, for sure. And there is actually a couple other boxes you can use, so you can just jump back down there, but going for the autosave isn't a bad idea.
I think it makes sense that we don't see actually that many runners going for the Harrow Castle wind bombs, because it can be quite a scary strat to do yet, and it's fairly new. And oh, so it's not just me. Oh, so apparently Kiesernation stream just died. I thought it was just me lagging, but
yeah, I thought I was getting it too.
So I'm not sure what's gonna happen now.
This is an unfortunate place for it to happen.
Yeah, what's the protocol if someone has a stream issue?
Because there's nothing we can do ourselves.
Yeah. Well, I just meant more like tournament rules.
I don't know.
It depends. Like, is Kiesernation continuing despite the stream issues?
I have a stream up. It's live, but it's black. Oh, yeah. You can see that too now.
Yeah.
Oh, let me change audio at least. I wonder if he's still in SRL. Okay.
Well, Jimbo's doing the blights right now. I know he had a little bit of trouble with one blight at first, but I think it's been going pretty well since.
Nice spot in the chat.
You, sir, have flow.
You, sir, have flow. It's really a shame what happened. Find a website for my profile better. By the way, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, just the best.
Yeah, can someone ban this yellow torpedo guy? Suspicious account.
Okay. Okay, meanwhile, Jimbo is almost done with his lights. Like, currently he's just getting a... Oh, we couldn't even focus with all of what's happening on the actual fight, so I feel really bad now. But it looks like his fight has been pretty smooth. Oh, Kiesernation is back up. I saw one frame. Oh, back.
There we go.
And it's still going on. Oh, he just died.
Oh.
Okay, but it looks like he's still going on. So Jimbo, I mean, unless some catastrophe were to happen to Jimbo, like on Calamity's second fight, something to remind is that even if it looks like Jimbo's going to win, which right now the probability would say he will win, but if Jimbo were to, let's say, Kiesernation, fortunate right there. If Kiesernation is to soon get to the Sanctum within a minute from now, let's say, and if Jimbo were to die in second phase Calamity, that would put Kiesernation ahead. So he's still got a chance. But I'd say that's only really if he manages to get to the Sanctum really quickly, though.
Well, Jimbo's on to Calamity. So this is kind of where things get a little scary.
Oh, that's a rather nice jump this time. I can say Kiesernation has flow.
Maybe I should make a banner for him. Check my profile.
I like this. The other is this being copy pasta user have flow. If Jimbo dies, is it back to the Blights? Yes. Up until Calamity Ganon is dead, if any of them die, it's right back to the beginning of the fight. So that's why it's got the pressure, and nothing is over until Calamity Ganon's dead. Like, see, if Jimbo was really close there to getting hit. If he had gotten hit, that would have been the end.
Looks like you should be moving on to phase 2 here. Yep. Oh, and Calamity's going to the wall, so that's a little unfortunate for him. That means either he has to survive 3 attacks or hopefully get a parry in here. He did get the fireball though, and that's one of the easier attacks to parry.
So it kills you in 1 hit if you fail it.
Yeah, so still risky. And you never know what's going to happen, tournament nerves and stuff.
Okay, so hopefully you'll manage to get the stun lock. Oh, unfortunately... Oh, I thought he missed it, but he...
Yeah, I thought he was a little late, but I think he just barely got it.
By like a frame. I wouldn't be able to give a precise list, or I wouldn't be certain about it, but I think for the Blight's fight, most attacks are fine. You do have the 1-hit protection, but for Calamity Ganon, I think most of his attacks do kill you in 1 hit. I think the exceptions in Calamity of what doesn't kill you in 1 hit because of the 1-shot protection is like the fire that is spreads around after Calamity's attacks. I think that's pretty much it, and maybe 1 thing or 2. But the rest is 1 shot, 1 shot, 1 shot, I think.
And Jimbo did pull off a nice stun lock there, so he is all done with Calamity. He's through the scary stuff.
For the weapons, for the small weapons, I don't know. I'm buffering again.
I'm not sure if the small weapons do 1 shot. I'm also not sure about the tornadoes. They might though. I guess I've never been hit by Calamity's tornadoes. And unfortunately, I wasn't looking what happened, but it looks like Kieser did die somehow.
For me, the stream died, but that's on my end. Like, it started buffering, and now I just just see the streaming outside the Blights. Trying to find Blight skip. Yeah, that'll be a good strat to do right now. Let's do it. But yeah, Kiesernation for going so far, and that was so close for so many moments.
Unfortunate about the stream issues. It probably would have been a bit closer if not for that.
Well, even it was still pretty close, even despite the stream issues.
Yeah, for sure. There was a lot of spots where they were tied again. But it is best of 3, so he's got another chance.
Yes, indeed. And it's what's going to happen since Jimbo is going to win this one, is that we're going to need a 3rd race to determine who's going to win this round.
Vise la lumière, Link. Tu y es presque. Encore un peu. Link, regarde.
Jimbo's just got to get the last hit in here. Probably the most difficult part of the run. Wow, he got a first try though. Congrats.
I do remember missing it quite a few times when I started running this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG to Jimbo. You, sir, have flow.
GG, guys.
And you to Kiesernation. You, sir, have flow.
So we are getting a third game.
Yay!
Kiesernation won the first one, Jimbo won the second. It's a toss-up who could win the last one. Like we've been saying several times, it's been going back and forth. They've been very close. So it could go to anyone.
Indeed. So now, I guess we're probably going to go for a 5 minutes break between the two races, or are they going to go?
Yeah, we're going to do another 5 minutes again.
All right.
Okay,
Sounds
so
good,
I'll let
then.
you know. So same deal. We will be going just back to the countdown screen. Okay, thanks everyone.
Awesome. See you guys in 5 minutes.
Hello and welcome back to Zelda Speedruns. We are bringing you a very hype Game 3. I am going to let them know it's time to start. We should be starting shortly. It should be very exciting because this is anyone's match now. They have been neck and neck. So I'm going to give it off again to Pikastoff and Torf. And thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, and hello again, everyone.
Game 3.
So those two last races were insane.
Oh yeah,
So-
very close. They've always, both games, they've been tied at Castle B2B and then got it, basically within like 30 seconds of each other. There's been several points where they've gone back and forth and just been tied. So I guess let's see how this one goes.
Yeah, and they were actually really close for the most part, even in Castle, despite Kiesernation dying. But then, unfortunately, Kiesernation's stream died, which caused him to have to stop for a bit just so that he could fix the stream. But even, and he still managed to catch up, but then he died at the Blight's fight. But that was a really impressive race that they both got for both races. The first one was really, really intense, that second one too. So definitely I think we're all looking forward to that third one.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope this one's just as close again.
At this point, I think it's impossible to predict who's going to win. We just have to see what happens.
Réveille-toi. Réveille-toi. Prends cette tablette, Sheikah.
I think both the first two runs, Kiesernation has had pretty fast clips out of the Shrine of Resurrection. So we'll see if he can do that again.
He did, yes.
Get that early lead.
And then Jimbo had a bit of trouble with the clip out, but we're going to see if it's going to be the same here. Indeed,
very
so quick.
Nice and fast again. Oh, and a good
Jimbo
one
still
from Jimbo,
remained pretty
too.
fast.
That's what you like to see.
Yes, so that was a pretty good escape on both of them. Kiesernation just got a bit stuck, so that allows for Jimbo to catch up a bit, but so is Jimbo also getting stuck.
Alright, they're both out now.
Okay, they're still both on only half a heart lost, which is absolutely normal. Because the problem is that if they lost more health than that, then they would be forced to pick up food, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to survive going all the way to stasis. But they should be fine. Once again, Kiesernation did not pick up safety food, but Jimbo did. So I think, yeah, definitely we can tell Kiesernation is confident, like with the camp section. Hopefully that will pay off. It has for the past two runs, so I don't. So hopefully it will also will for this one.
Carte de la tablette, Sheikah.
I'm too scared for that. I feel like every once in a while you just can't predict the Bocos sometimes.
Cinq flèches en bois. There we go. Looks like it's good so far.
Got the bow. Very important item in this run. Yeah, neither of them really having any trouble there, which is good. And I think they both made it fast enough that neither of them should have to eat food as well. I guess Kieser doesn't have any food to eat, so very nice. Yeah, both of them have had some struggles a little bit with this clip,
And they're
so
neck
it'll
to
be
neck
interesting to
again,
see
are
who
they?
gets it first. Wow.
For me, Kiesernation stream is ripped, but I think that's on my end.
Yeah, it's still going for me. Oh,
Oh,
Kieser just
fuck.
made it in, and Jimbo made it
And
like.
there again. Oh my god. Someone stop it. They're again on pretty much the exact same frames.
I swear
Someone.
they're in a voice chat together or something. And they're like, okay, we're gonna get the clip now.
These saws have flow. Bruh. So yeah, both of them are getting stasis at the same time. I think both of them are gonna go for the shield jump, like in the last run.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, Kiesernation seems to be actually a bit ahead in terms of movement, just slightly, but that's fine. Okay, both of them made it.
Very nice. You've said it a couple times now, but you don't want to miss that jump, especially when you don't have food.
So now the question is, for how long can they keep that flow of being so close together? I want some bets in the chat. For how long can they stay so close? The
I
whole
hope
race.
it's the race. That'd be good.
Little pro tip, by the way, for this section. This is for the menuing. You want to pick some specific dialogue options, which are down, up, up, down. So usually I just like to say "dude" like this, and I just find it easy to remember it that way.
Dude.
Okay, so there we go. They're doing the boulder launch. Jimbo's. Okay, I thought it looked different, but it looks fine. Now we're getting to the BTB. So this is where there might be some gap created if one of them fails their BTB. Okay. Oh, unfortunately, Kiesernation got spotted. And Jimbo... okay.
It's always so hard for me to tell at that camera angle. But yeah, it looks like he's making it over there, no problems. I got the fall damage cancel too. Very nice from him. No ESC this time.
Okay, so what happened there, you might have noticed, Kiesernation got spotted by the Bokoblin, but it still was soon enough for him to still be able to perform a bullet time bounce. The consequence of that, however, is that this changed his angle, so now he landed a bit too much to the left, as well as arriving a bit too, not like far enough. So you just need to climb that up. So it doesn't kill the run, but it's still a bit of a time loss, but he made it, nevertheless.
Very nice clip from Kieser. Cryon is also pretty straightforward. It's kind of like stasis in that there's, it's pretty easy, and then there's kind of one skip at the end. So we'll see if he can get that Cryonis jump. And he did. Very nice. It saves a few seconds over doing it the intended way, where you push up the ramp and climb. Kieser attempting it as well, and his timing was a little bit off there. So he is going to go the intent. Now it's time for the Magnesis B2B. Again, this is one of the more precise BTBs in the run.
It looks a bit high. I think he landed in the forest.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, probably what happened was that he... Oh, actually...
Oh, I guess that went
Never
further
mind
than I
then.
thought, yeah.
It's still a bit too early, but it's fine. He landed here, so... So he probably pulled out the bow slightly too early, but still late enough so that he would still go quite far. That's quite precise.
He was able to get 6 arrows out of those boxes too. I actually didn't know that those had arrows.
And
Or
meanwhile,
maybe it's a-
Kiesernation is getting a pretty good BTB too, so that's quite good. They're catching up. Let's see, hopefully I'll
Jimbo.
manage to get the full damage cancel.
Very nice.
Is that a wild
Aw.
unloaded?
Oh my god.
He got it.
So that's a nice time save for Kieser. He doesn't have to do the clip in because he was able to get to the shrine in a way that it didn't load fast enough, so he can just walk straight in through the door.
And they're again neck to neck. Still a bit of delay because of the cutscene, but I suppose you get the point. Still so close together again.
Yeah, depending on how this next segment go, they can easily be tied up again at the castle BTB.
Okay, Jimbo's done with the shrine, and Kiesernation should be done very soon too.
Oh, I got hit by the Guardian there. It's not a big deal, though. It's only a quarter heart, so it's pretty rare that it actually kills you.
Jimbo is most likely going to go with box walk, so let's so this might, yes, he is. So it might probably give him a bit of advance if he manages to get it, but if he fails it, this is an opportunity for Kiesernation to catch up. And he got it, nice. Oh, oddly enough, the box didn't break. Wow, I've never seen that before. Oh.
Ooh. That's unfortunate. The Bokoblin started to attack right before he landed on it, and it looked like that changed its body position enough that he got a bad angle.
Okay, so if Kiesernation gets the BTB, this is the moment of... Oh, okay, he's not dead. Because I think what happened was that Jimbo got trolled by lag for the full damage cancel, but he still managed to get it, so it doesn't die at least. So hopefully... oh, unfortunately, Kiesernation decided to drop it. Oh, he's going for the tree launch. Hopefully he'll get it. Nice. You shall not pass. Okay, so you can see on the on Jimbo's side, the cutscene that we've been talking about for the past few runs. The first time he gets spotted by Decade Guardian. So what that means, since he did get spotted now, is that he won't need to do that when he gets out of the bomb shrine. He can just run past it because there just won't be any cutscene at all.
I didn't know that. I thought for some reason it was like individualized. But that's cool. That's a good thing to know.
Yeah, that cutscene is just for the first time we get spotted in general by Decade Guardian.
Okay.
It's like, oh my god, look at that! This old Decade thing is actually alive. Oh no, you're about to die.
So Jimbo does have what, 1 3/4 hearts or 1.5 or something. So he does have enough that he could do a wind bomb if he wanted to. I know he did attempt it once last run, and I feel like he might do it again since his BTB was off a bit. But we'll see.
I'm not too sure about the wind bomb. Like, if he has enough health, like maybe it's technically possible if he gets a perfect one, but I'm not so sure. Like, I'm not.
Oh, from the fall damage.
Yeah, maybe the fall damage might kill him.
Like
yeah, he's not going for it.
Okay, that's probably better to be safe.
The bomb itself, I think, won't kill him, but the fall damage probably would. I don't think Kiesernation is going to go for wind bomb because he hasn't done any of them so far. Maybe he just hasn't learned them, or maybe he just doesn't want to take the risk. But if he wanted to, he has 2 hearts, so he could go for it. Although it still would be risky. The most optimal is to just have full health. Okay, so they're still not that far apart from each other. Like, I'd say, yeah, around 20 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, there's Beetle RNG, or if he misses the stasis launch to the Temple of Time, even just failing a BTB once, they could be tied up.
Okay, Kiesernation is confirming. So one of the other things we were thinking about is that he doesn't know how to do wind bombs yet. Which, considering it's a very new strat, I don't blame him. It's quite a new strat, so you can't really blame people for exactly not having learned everything yet. And even if you know it, it's a pretty risky thing if you're not confident with it. Oh, Jimbo is still hitting the Guardian. Okay, that wasn't really necessary. But he picked up the an arrow again, so it should be fine. Either, what was I saying? Well, I forgot, probably wasn't important.
I lost if I was paying attention.
Okay, so now Jimbo's searching for the beetle. The beetle, where are you, beetle? Oh, looks like he's getting one of the worst positions ever for the beetle.
Far away.
So if Kiesernation gets first beetle, this could be an opportunity for him to catch up, which it looks like it is.
It's been on that tree all 3 times for him.
Look at them. They're good. Oh my, like, if he gets it,
Ooh.
Oh my. This is a change of tide right now. Wow. Wait, let's see, hopefully. Oh no. Oh my god. No. And plus, he might have disturbed the Bokoblin now. Probably he did, so this might have screwed up the positioning. With them. And they're neck to neck. Again.
Man.
Like seconds apart. What is going on?
These races. Fine with me though, I like a tight race. Jimbo getting the paraglider. He'll be attempting the castle BTB in a... Kieser just got it too. So who can get it first?
Good question. Who will get the bullet time bounce first? Okay, Jimbo was unfortunately too early, and due to that, not only was his stamina too low, but he got a bad position, so he had to reload. Let's see about Kiesernation. Okay, he also has to reload. His positioning was okay, but he pulled out the bow too early, so no stamina. Not as much as Jimbo, but yeah, both of them had to reload.
Yeah, neither of them have enough health to go for Slabber right now. They can't do the backup.
Oh yeah, that's a good point you're saying there, because indeed, if you like we see right now, Kiesernation Squid, he's only got half of his health, and so is he's at 2 hearts. Because I think basically, correct me if I'm wrong, the slab, when you get hit by the slab, which is the backup strat, it basically like if you have full health, the only reason why you're not dead is because of the 1-hit protection, isn't it? Did they just get the BTB again? Oh, but
yeah, Jimbo got it, it looks like.
Okay,
the Slabber, it either does 2 hearts or it does, 2 3/4 like that. I'm not sure what the difference is. But Jimbo got it. So he will be going all the way to the banana.
Okay, unfortunately, yes, Kiesernation pulled out his paraglider too early, or the bow, I mean, sorry about that. So because of that, he had to reload. Because as Torpedo just pointed out, they can't do the backup. So they have to succeed with it because of their lack of health.
Jimbo got a few extra bomb arrows there.
Let's see how banana RNG dictates this moment. Oh, okay, there we go. Kiesernation got it.
Alright.
Oh, part of me is praying for bad arrow RNG for banana RNG. Oh, well, there we go. Karma. Just so that they could be tied up again. But now, let's not be cynical. That's been amazing to watch so far. Anything goes.
Still plenty that can happen.
Anything can happen, exactly.
Or maybe Kieser will get 7th try bananas.
Okay, Kiesernation is just about to reach. It's a bit close, but he made it. Hopefully he won't get shot by a guardian before reaching the window. Looks like he should be fine. He's fine. Because something to consider, something that can happen, is that, see how normally when you reach Hyrule Castle for the first time, you've normally got a cutscene where you see Ganon like going around the castle, and you see this whole like panning shot of the Hyrule Castle, saying, yeah, you arrived in Hyrule Castle. Which takes a bit of time to load up, because you arrived through a BTB. And if it happens when you've been spotted by a guardian, you've got this red laser pointing at you, you're probably going to be dead by the time the game picks up again. Because even though the screen fades to black, and the screen is black for a few seconds, for a bit of time the game actually keeps going. So it means that if the guardian start aiming at you, it means you'll start up dead. So it's rest in peace. But luckily that didn't happen to any of them, so it's fine.
Yeah, Mr. Pop told me that if that happens, just spam side hop, and that saved my life a couple times. But that
that's pretty much the only thing you can do.
Yeah, spam side hop and pray. Kieser got his banana though, so he can move on to the castle port.
I feel like we were just cut off, Torp, or is it just from my...
Oh, it might have been me. I said
there we
Kieser got his banana, and so now he's moving on to the cat.
Okay, yeah, this time it's all good. Okay, Jimbo just got a pretty smooth kill of the Moblin, but unfortunately, Kiesernation got killed.
Jimbo did have a little bit of a problem before his cooking. I think he threw his bomb too far to the right, if I'm remembering correctly, so he wasn't able to get the stone smash from there. So I think he'll be getting the backup one in the library.
Yes, because in the library, like for those of you who've played the game, you might remember that in the library there's a bunch of stuff you can grab through magnesis to reveal some hidden rooms. And in one of the hidden rooms is a stone smasher. It takes longer to grab it compared to the Moblin, but it acts as a good backup if you can't grab it from the Moblin. Like see, like on Jimbo's screen right there, that like the like next to the books, you can see like the metal part. There we go. You can see that can be grabbed. This isn't one of those. Yeah, he's going for it. There we go. I'm just gonna grab it in this secret room. Oh, Kiesernation died again, unfortunately.
Those moblins can be a little tricky sometimes. You've got to do some specific movement to get around them.
And Jimbo is again a bit low, so there's probably something to change about his setup. But he still should be making it all the way to the end.
So now just equipping his right weapons, and then Jimbo will be moving on to the Blight.
Once again, anything goes. However, despite that, it's still gonna be tricky for Kiesernation to catch up, because he's quite far behind, unfortunately, because he's gotta go through picking up the Royal Guard sword, killing the Moblin to pick up the Royal Claymore, picking up the arrows, and then doing the jump. So it would take really a catastrophic death at Calamity Ganon Phase 2, I think, for Kieser to catch up. Which is, it's possible, it's not impossible, definitely. That's gonna be a challenge.
Kieser got pretty good arrows, though. Oh, I think
Indeed.
he actually has a lot of bomb arrows, I think. I might be mistaken, but I think he has 25. Kieser also did get the critical time on the potion, which is like a random chance thing, so he has 10 minutes on his potion instead of 5. So if things go bad, or if he wants to be a little on the safe side, it's just nice to have that little extra buffer, I guess. You see Kieser going for the box launch. Let's see if he can get it. It's going to be a little low, but this will be fine.
Okay, I think the outcome might be a bit more positive for Kiesernation. Because I thought Jimbo would be a lot later on in the fight when Kiesernation would reach, but he's actually still in the Blight, so in that case, there's still some chance for Kiesernation to catch up if Jimbo does mistakes. But if Jimbo has a perfect fight from now there on, it looks like it's gonna be Jimbo's win.
You just don't know until Ganon, though.
So that's what happens.
Oh, I didn't realize it, but Jimbo actually got the crit time on his potion too. It's kind
Oh, true. Yes, because normally the both of them had actually. Both of them have got the critical time. Because normally the potion you cook is supposed to only be to take effect for 5 minutes and like I think 10 seconds, something like that. However, there is a bit of chance that it will be active for 10 minutes. And it looks like it was the case for the both of them, so that's good. It is more range for the fight. Normally you should be able to complete the fight before that timer runs out, but in the case that your fight goes a bit bad and you need more time, that's definitely good. Because when you find yourself in the Calamity Ganon fight without a potion, an attacker potion, this makes things very tricky considering you're very low on equipment.
Yeah, your weapons are kind of routed around having that potion the whole time. So if suddenly you don't have it, then it can be a little scary. Jimbo finishing up Thunderblight though. So he is through all the blights and just has to face Calamity Ganon.
You seem to often be cutting off Torp for whatever reason.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm using push to talk, so I wonder if I'm accidentally letting go of the mic button or something.
That
I'm trying to
might
be
it.
paying more attention to that, but I apologize.
Ooh, that laser was a bit close, but it's fine. Oh wow, he's got 17 bomb arrows.
Yeah, that's pretty
quite a lot.
I don't know the exact number that Kieszer has, but he has quite a few as well. I think he either has, it's something between 15 and 25 right now. Plus the 10 in Calamity Ganon is a lot of bomb. I think Jimbo's out of arrows now, so he's going to be going for some flurry rushes to hopefully get Ganon's first phase done.
Huh. Did he use up all his bomb arrows?
I believe he
I didn't
did.
know this.
Oh, and he's going to the wall now. Yeah, all of his arrows are gone.
Oh, before it's okay if phase 1 is over, but it's at the end of phase 1 though, so maybe he can. But yeah, with the wall that might be tricky. Oh, Kieszer unfortunately got killed by Thunderblight, because unfortunately on the second phase of Thunderblight, Thunderblight gets an electric sword, and the electric sword one-shot kills you. So yes, that's basically death. But once again, remember, nothing is over till the end of Calamity Ganon. And Jimbo's not done with Calamity Ganon yet.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows?
He
what
is
could
done with
happen.
first phase, though. Just wrapped that.
Indeed, he did.
So now he's just going to be looking for that laser, which he's getting right here. And then he'll be doing the stun lock.
Oh,
Oh, I was
that
already
was a
ready
bit
to
early,
save for a
but-
moment. I know some runners will go for an extra hit while they're waiting for their stamina to recharge, but
Oh.
Jimbo is taking the safe route because it can be a little easy to mess up your timing there, and yeah. Then you've got to get the stun lock all over again. You've got to look for that laser, and that's the only way to start it. Luckily, he was able to get another laser. So if
Okay,
we get-
so now it shouldn't take long to kill Calamity Ganon. Yeah, probably will kill him right now. And he did.
All right. It is a good feeling to be done with Calamity. Just, you can kind of breathe a little bit.
La noirceur de l'âme de Ganon enveloppe son corps.
It's a very chill end for this insane run.
Protège de toute attaque.
To have Dark Beast like that.
Je vais contenir son aura maléfique. Mais je ne pourrai pas tenir très longtemps. Il te faudra viser les points lumineux. Je crois en ta victoire, Link. Tire, Link. Vise les points lumineux.
Oh, he's just having a bit of trouble aiming at the third. Oh wow!
There he goes.
Yeah, there's a.
Le pouvoir de Ganon s'affaiblit.
Sometimes I personally have a little bit of trouble maneuvering around Beast Ganon correctly. Maybe I just don't have the right strat for him yet.
Yeah, as long as you know the right movement, it's completely safe.
Yeah, pretty rare to actually die unless you get hit by that laser. I think the laser is the only thing that one-shots. I think if he steps on you or something like that, I think that's just damage, if I'm not...
Continue comme ça.
I'm not sure, and I never got stumped, so I don't know. But I did get
That's
hit by the laser, so and I can assure you, yes, it does kill you in one hit.
I've been hit by both.
Nice. Oh, it's a good point Harm's having. Like, fall damage could also technically kill you.
That is
Like,
true.
if you try to... I already had a run killed that way. A PB pace run killed that way, because I was using the wind to get a final shot. And I missed the shot. And Link ran out of stamina, so he fell down. And I tried to do fall damage cancel, but I stressed out and I died.
That's unfortunate.
And wait, I saw something weird because I saw Jim finish now twice. Like the stream went back a few seconds, but GG to Jim for finishing.
GG's Jimbo. So that kind of shows the importance of best of three, because Kieser took the first game, if I'm not mistaken, and then Jimbo won the second and third. So if that had been best of one, then Jimbo would be out right now. But congratulations to him. Both runners did pretty nice jobs.
If he wants to join us for an interview, he's more than welcome. And unfortunately, Kiesernation got killed. Yeah, looks like it's over. But yeah, GG to both Jimbo and Kiesernation for all 3 of those races, because that was really amazing to watch. I don't. If they want to come for an interview, as I said, like for both of them, they're both free to hop into the voice channel.
I'm here.
Oh,
Hi, Jimbo.
Hello.
Congratulations on your win.
Oh my god, I am so stressed out.
I believe it. I don't know if you know how close those were, but I think all 3 races you guys were tied at the Castle BTB, and like there were so many points in those races where you guys were just right next.
Yeah, I had nothing open to see. Like I can't focus with that, so I just can't. I can't believe that I managed to do that, and especially after the first round where I choked so hard, missing 2 stun locks. So,
It
yeah,
happens.
I'm very happy that I finally got through, and GG to Kieser, of course.
Yeah, congratulations. You guys both did really well. That is the nice thing about best of 3, though.
Yeah,
Gives you a little bit more room.
it does.
That
Yeah.
win.
yeah. I'm especially thinking about that first race. Like you guys, for the entire second half of the run, you and Kieser were seconds apart from each other for the
Really?
entire second half.
Was his plateau better than mine though?
Okay, because indeed, at first you had a gap in the plateau.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, you had first try BTB to Castle, didn't you?
Yeah.
Hello,
Welcome.
Kiesernation.
How's it going? Dude, I think Jimbo is my clone, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah,
I was
we talked
watching the
about it
entire
several
time.
times.
Well, I was listening the entire time. That was weird. Every race. Dang.
You guys have been going at it crazily.
I think we just became best friends, buddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We gotta do some we gotta do some racing stream.
Yep.
Every single one of them be close.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't believe it.
No complaints from me.
Yeah,
That
GG,
made
Jimbo.
it very entertaining.
Yeah, GG to you too.
Users flow. No, I guess Jimbo might not understand the joke.
Oh, I don't understand either of that.
What?
There was a bot that came in during, I think, the second match, and it was, someone's got to have the copy pasta.
Oh.
I'll check the VADA.
I still have it, actually. You, sir, have flow. It's awesome. I like your streams. Breath of the Wild, any % tournament, losers bracket, round 3, best of 3, game 1, Jimbo Moses versus Kiesernation. Good. I'm about to design banners, icons, and overlays for your channel.
Amazing.
I don't know. That sounds pretty normal to me.
It sounds like a good opportunity.
That sounds like how that. Yeah, it sounds how I talk. Like,
Yeah.
That's how I text.
So, is there anything else, like any comments you'd like to say about your runs?
What happened with your stream the second race, Kieser?
Oh, my capture program quit.
Oh.
Which isn't. I don't know. It happens every once in a while, but in the middle of a race.
Did you have to stop to like fix it?
Yeah, I just stood in the library.
Okay.
Just with the game pause. I didn't. Yeah, I was just on the trying to like fix it, but I was hoping that Jimbo would die at a. I mean, I wanted you to kill Ganon, Jimbo.
Did
I wanted you to kill Ganon.
did that allow me to win, or was did that?
No, you would have won anyways.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You would have. Well, if you would have died to Ganon, I would have won, but it didn't matter.
Gotcha.
The stream didn't matter since you made it all the way through.
Gotcha.
I admit there were times where whenever someone was ahead of the other, I kind of wished something bad would happen to the one that was ahead, just so you guys could tie up again.
I think I probably would have just thrown my TV on the ground if something worse happened than what happened in any of those races. Yeah. I was very much like at my limit at several points. I was like, oh, that's it. No, that's it. That's probably it. Especially in the second race when I got like 6th try banana or something.
Oh, the banana.
Well, no, that's the thing. Yeah, you were ahead by like probably a minute and a half. You got what, like 6th try banana? I got 1st try banana, and we were like close again. Like, and then my stream died, but still,
Yeah.
I think you still had a pretty good lead after that. But
Okay.
like everything, like the Breath of the Wild gods wanted to be close.
Exactly. And box launch, man. No comment there. All I
That's why,
gotta
you
say
just
is-
that's why you just gotta use the slap. It's the better way to do it.
Yep. Oh, no. I mean, up to Sanctum.
Oh yeah, it screwed me up. Yeah, oh yeah, I tried to mess that up twice too. You're right.
Oh yeah, we were actually wondering in comms because we saw in it that he had a tendency to land, like to arrive a bit too low. So, like we've been thinking, is it perhaps your paraglider pull timing, perhaps, like be the cause of it?
I think it's where I'm standing, but I honestly don't know. It's just it's so random for me. I just don't know.
Yeah, it can be a combination of multiple factors, like both the angle of the launch, it can be where your position, it is also the paraglider pull.
Right.
So anything goes, really.
Yeah.
Gotta talk to Mr. Pop. He's the box launch.
Yeah, I'll stand sideways like he does, and that'll probably just fix it right away. Well, that's it for me. That was a great race. Like that's something I'm not ever gonna forget. I thought the one against Pika was amazing. That one was really good.
Yeah, it's definitely more fun when it's close, especially when it goes to 3 games. It's even more fun.
But yeah, I think indeed, for both of us, Jimbo, I think we had something similar actually, where we were both really close in our own race. It's very fascinating. Every time it's you, it's always very close to, between you and your opponent.
I'll call it showmanship. How about that?
Indeed, you've got the skill of showmanship.
Not lack of skill or consistency. Showmanship.
But yeah, like as an audience, we definitely enjoyed watching it, and as commentators, we definitely enjoyed like talking through everything that was happening, because that was just so fascinating to see how you guys were catching up to each other and how close you managed to stay. That was just incredible. So Jim, you said you were done. So Kiesernation, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Jimbo, I need you to win this tournament for me. I'm rooting for you.
I will win the championship just for you.
Okay, I put all my life savings on you. So
Cool.
if you lose, I don't know.
I'll pay you back, dude. I promise.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. That's it for me.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Good race.
Fun race.
Good commentating.
Well, thank you guys for being awesome runners. And is there anything you'd like to say, Torp, before ending?
Just thanks for a great race, and Jimbo, good luck on your future match. I think you play the winner of Lulu and Gouache.
Yeah,
so
something like
good
that.
luck with that.
Yeah, good luck.
I only have one comment, and that's Razin, you go.
Razin, go. Indeed.
Razin, go.
Just gonna be quick. GG's both Jimbo Moses and Kiesernation1. It's been great. It was really fun, and it was really hype and exciting to see how close these all of these matches were today. Big thanks to Pikastroff and Torp for doing commentary today. Much appreciated, as always. 2 more matches tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, 1400 UTC, LimQ versus Outer Earth. That's going to be a winner's bracket round 3, so best of 3. And at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1800 UTC, Gouache versus Lulucore. That's also a round 3 match, loser's bracket, and that will also be a best of 3. So we hope to see you then. Anyone else have anything to say before we let everyone relax a little bit after those very exciting and nail-biting matches?
If you're old enough, go get a beer.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for watching the stream. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank
Take
you.
care. Okay, we'll catch you
All
later.
of you have flow.
Yes, you do. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.